Fortnite community is outraged by Steal the Brainrot. Do y'all remember when a couple of years ago, the entire Fortnite community got mad at Gearsy because he was trying to copyright the pit? Everybody and their grandmother, including myself, came out and said, hey, you can't copyright a game genre. For example, what if H1Z1 sued PUBG and Fortnite because they both decided to make battle royales? You can't do that. But for some reason, when it comes to Steal the Brainrot, we need to be outraged because this was clearly stolen from Roblox. Well, plot twist, it's not. The person that actually made this map got the blessing or the approval from the people that made the original Steal the Brainrot inside of Roblox. Let's say for a moment that they didn't. Let's say this map was based upon the original but done inside of Fortnite. I still would argue that that's entirely fine. Why is that? Because historically, the most popular maps inside of Fortnite have always been from other games. But Clark, this is just AI slop being promoted by Epic Games to try to compete with Roblox. Epic would be stupid not to promote this. The map got up to 400,000 players, which is 4 times the average amount of people inside of main Battle Royale right now. And you thought that Epic wasn't going to promote it? Not to mention, I can remember Epic promoting maps in a similar way, going all the way back to Only Up, which once again was a concept that was ripped from another game, but nobody got mad back then when it was inside of Fortnite. And a lot of those maps you could argue were lower effort. What, we're just gonna place a bunch of objects and stack them up on top of each other, going up and up and up and up for people to climb on? Here's the thing that I don't think a lot of people understand, and this is something that my boy Mr. JOY made a fantastic point on. The entire point of this genre of map is specifically to play into the culture of what memes are to this current generation of kids. These brain rots that you see inside of the map are AI generated because that's the joke, that's the meme. This is something that's reflective of the culture of the younger generation. I hear so many people talking about how this is a low effort map, but I feel like that's only coming from people that have never actually created or worked on anything inside of UEFN. There's actually some really good mechanics in here, and it's got a fun gameplay loop. The thing is this, if you replace the brain rots with anything else, let's just say fruit for example, you would still have a really fun tycoon game that appeals to a younger audience, and quite frankly, even some adults. I also think people need to remember Epic's not the one who made the map. Someone else made the map, and they are well within their right to take the concept from one platform and bring it to another. Like, think about this for a second. You're really gonna sit here and tell somebody you have no right to come to the Fortnite platform and make a map that you think is gonna do well that this audience also wants to play? Like, instead of being mad at the map creator Epic, it seems like it'd be more logical to be mad at the player base for wanting to play the map. But then again, what does that accomplish? What does being mad at any of this accomplish? Listen, I know that this video is gonna make a lot of people upset, but at this point, I really don't care anymore. The Fortnite community is mad at something every week. And listen, at the end of the day, I just think it's really silly that